Hi, I am Jordan, and I am one of the co-leaders of the Abundant Life Society team under Young Living. And this video was requested by one of our team members who wanted to have something to send to people who have just gotten their starter kits, don't know where to start, are just opening their box. So this is going to be really casual, like I'm literally sitting on my bed. And I am just going to talk you through the starter kit. Right here we have the box. This is what arrived at your door. I have already taken the diffuser out of the box so that you wouldn't have to watch me struggle with the packaging tape. This right here is the home diffuser. There are, as you saw probably if you already have your kit, when you check out there are a few different options, and this one and the Dewdrop diffuser, which is also really popular, are included in the kit price of $160. So those typically are the ones that you start with. So all diffusers, if you've never had one before, the basic concept is that when you take your lid off, there's a little well for water. There's usually some kind of line or marker to show you where to fill your diffuser to, and then the basic concept is you drop your oils in here and you turn it on. It's very simple. There's a little plate at the bottom of the diffuser that you can see in there that vibrates really fast, and it sends up the water with the oil in it into your air and disperses around. Good news is included in your kit is a direction manual for your specific diffuser. So just read through it and before you start it, and you should be good to go. Okay, now on to the more intimidating part of your kit. That would be your oils. Okay, so let me show you something. And you open it by looking on the side. There's a little pull tab. You open it like this, and there are all of your oils. Okay, here's my number one thing to tell you. Open up the rest of the box. A lot of people don't realize that there's stuff under here, and then they end up missing out. So you lift it up and it's like, oh, there's nothing there. But you pull this up, bam. Okay, this is where you have your Ningxia Red samples. You have your Stress Away, which is an amazing blend, and you have samples. You have your Roller Top, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and you have these little share bottles, which are really great. They're teeny little, I think they're 1 milliliter bottles. They're these little bottles that you can use to share oils with your friends, or if you want to experiment with making your own blends. That is found under here. And then you have these little cards that have some information on them about the oils, and these are also great to keep for yourself if you are still learning, or if you want to share with a friend. In the top part of your package, you can slide this out. This is like a welcome message for new members. There's some forms in here. This is just good information to read right off the bat. And also in your kit, you will have received a product guide, which I think is really useful to hang on to. If you're like me, then you like the tangible books rather than having to look everything up online. So I'm a huge fan of this because it's all of the products in one place. Okay, the first thing you're going to notice with your oils right off the bat is that some are labeled with white labels that say Vitality, and some are labeled just the normal solid color labels. The Vitality oils are specifically recommended for using as a supplement. So that means using them internally. You can put them into capsules if you want to ingest them. But the important thing to know is that you can diffuse all these oils. The only one that might be a little weird in your diffuser is Digize. So Digize is an amazing oil for tummy support. It's really good for putting in a capsule to help you with your digestion. It also can be rubbed like externally on your tummy if you're having any sort of pain or discomfort. That one is like a little weird in the diffuser, so I wouldn't recommend that one. But just because something is a Vitality oil does not mean that you can't diffuse it or that you can't put it on topically. So that's the first thing that I want to say. The second thing is this. It is normal to not know how to use all these oils right off the bat. I mean, that's like, this is a lot of oils, and these are really like the most popular ones that people typically use on like a daily basis, but you're not expected to know how to do that just yet right off the bat. So, I mean, for me personally, like Copaiba sat on my shelf for like 3 months before I even tried to use it. So, I just left it. I knew right away some ways to use lavender. I knew right away some ways to use lemon. What I can suggest to you is really to just take it like one oil at a time when you're starting out. The learning curve is pretty steep. So it's normal to be like, I don't know what I'm doing. And a lot of people get their kit and they feel like they need to start using every oil every single day. And that's just not realistic. So what I'm going to do, because this is such a great resource, I am going to link in the description of this video a specific episode from the Oil Revolution podcast where Samantha Lee Wright, who is the host of that podcast, she goes through every single oil in the starter kit in podcast form, and so you can just listen to it. If you have some time, I highly recommend taking some time to listen, even if you just listen at little bits at a time. And also know that, like, if I were to have a podcast that explained all the starter kit oils, mine might sound totally different than hers. And that just goes to show that really, like, there's so many different ways to use each oil, and it's really hard to do it wrong. So give yourself a little grace and just know that, like, over time, you'll just keep learning and learning. So for instance, you might say, okay, lemon, that sounds easy. What can I do with lemon? You could look up a recipe online for how to use lemon to make your own household cleaner. And then that could be how you use it for the first few weeks. You might not open any of these other bottles quite yet. You could look up purification, and right off the bat you'll find, oh man, everyone's talking about how great purification is for getting rid of strong odors. So let's say you cook fish one night or something really strong like bacon in your house and it smells. You put your diffuser in your kitchen, you place 3 or 4 drops of purification in there, and within minutes the odor is gone and your house smells amazing. Like, that is a great way to start using these oils. So really, don't feel overwhelmed. Another question I see a lot is like, help, I just got my kit, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be diffusing. To that I would say, you can diffuse whatever you want. Again, we talked about DiGize and how it's definitely got a strong odor. It's not like it would break your diffuser. Like, it's just not probably a smell you would want to be smelling in your house. Here is a really awesome way to determine if you're gonna like a diffuser blend. So let's say you take lavender, and lavender makes you feel really calm, really relaxed. A lot of people like to diffuse this at nighttime. But you're like, okay, people are, blending in their diffuser, they're doing all these different oils at once. One cool way to experiment on your own is to just say, like, okay, I really love the way lavender smells. I really love the way peppermint smells. I wonder if they would smell good together. You open up the caps of each one, and with the caps open, you hold them together, you put them under your nose, and you smell. Like, perfect. If you like the way that smells, then put a couple drops of each in your diffuser. When people talk about diffuser blends, Young Living has created a lot of blends based upon how different constituents within the oils work together. But when you're at home and you have all these different singles and all these different oils, and you're just trying to experiment and see what you like aromatically, that's like totally up to you. There's so much freedom there to experiment and see what you like, see what you don't like. You can't go wrong with it. So when in doubt, you can always use the blends that Young Living has created. But there have been times when I've taken this Stress Away blend and I've added, I put a few drops of this in my diffuser, and then I add a few drops of lavender because I really like the added lavender in the diffuser with the Stress Away. If you just go online and look up diffuser recipes, you will find hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of images or blogs where people have come up with specific diffuser blends for different occasions. It could be as simple as this is a relaxing blend to try before bedtime, or this is an uplifting blend to try when you first wake up. This is so awesome that they include it in the starter kit. This automatically allows you to turn one of your essential oil bottles into a roller bottle where you can carry it around in your purse or put it on your shelf and roll it directly onto your body without having to drop it out. A lot of people start out, they like to use this on their Stress Away blend. You want to test these out on your skin. Peppermint for a lot of people is a little bit too kind of like spicy or cold on their skin, so they like to dilute this one with like fractionated coconut oil or something like that before they put it on. But let's just say you put it on your Stress Away bottle. Okay, what you do is you just pop this directly into your bottle, and then you take this cap and you screw this cap all the way onto the bottle, and that's what pops this completely into place. A lot of people try to push this down into their bottle and then they're like, it falls out, it's not working. But you have to put this in first and then screw this on, and then it's good to go. And obviously this is reusable, and if you find that you really like these and want to have them on hand for more of your bottles, you can buy them through the Young Living website. Let's talk about Ningxia. This is Ningxia Red, and you're probably going to hear a lot about it. This is a dietary supplement, and it is a blend of wolfberry, blueberry, plum, cherry juice, and then like some essential oils are all in here. And this is just awesome for supporting your immune system. It tastes amazing. And they give you 2 of these in your starter kit. So this is something this is like 1 serving. So you can drink this whole thing at one time, and it is so good. They say that it's better chilled. These are great because you can just throw them in your pantry or your fridge and they're ready to go. But they also have this drink available in glass bottles that you can get through Young Living. So one cool fact about the Premium Starter Kit is that it is a super discounted product as a whole. So right here we have a diffuser. I have Thieves, RC, Panaway, and Frankincense. These are all in the 5 milliliter bottles. What is so cool is that this alone, these 4 oils in this diffuser, cost more than this entire kit together. So not only are you getting these 4 oils in the diffuser, but you're getting Stress Away, Ningxia, all these samples and resources, and then you also get all of these oils. Okay, now something that a lot of people ask, and this is just a silly fact, but you'll notice that the Panaway cap is different than all of the others. It has this kind of more, it's like one of those caps that you typically find on like a medicine bottle where you have to press it down and then turn it. Any oil that has a strong oil in it, so this is a blend that has wintergreen in it. You'll find other oils that have these caps, like hyssop is one of them. All this is extra protection, especially if you have little ones, because wintergreen and some of the oils are very strong. If you ever need help, you can personally reach out to me. If you're on our team, you can reach out to the person who you signed up with. That always should be your go-to person to help you out with answering questions. And if you don't have your kit yet and you want to belong to a team, please feel free to message me. I'll put my contact information below. Something that I get asked a lot in terms of using these oils is people think sometimes that when they sign up to become a member, it means they have to sell oils or distribute oils or teach about oils, and that's not true. Actually, only 8% share and are trying to kind of build a business with oil. So there is never any pressure to share. It's natural for people to come over to your house if you have your diffuser running and they might ask you about it. But signing up with a starter kit does not mean that you are a distributor for essential oils. So just know that. And other than that, I hope that you're enjoying your oils. Remember to just take it one day at a time. They really are amazing. There's so many different ways to use them. And just remember to check out the description where I have all these resources linked for you if you want to learn even more. Thank you for sticking around, and I hope you enjoy your starter kit, and we will talk soon.